Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Maurice Brown, thank you so much for being first. And welcome to everyone else that's here. Legs, Pamela Vickers Tuttle. Uh, is that Tibbs Money? Uh, Simone Black, Antoinette Kennedy, Khalil Similane, Cookies and Cream, and a host of friends and others. Okay. Thank you all so much. Hi, Miss Z. Uh, Fun challenge for the anniversary: $7 for 7 years of wedding bliss. Oh, okay. How do we meet that challenge? Is there something we have to do? Let me know. Puzzle Dot, welcome. Carlene Beckford. Oh, ooh, is it gonna rain? Oh, my herniated disc. Oh, ooh. I need to put some heat on that. Ouch. Ooh. Oh. I need to put some heat on that or something. That's okay. I got my trusty heating pad. Oh, I just felt that. Oh, haven't felt that one for a while. Miss Z, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you I'm sorry, it's a super chat. 7 years of Sussex. I like that. 7 for 7. Thank you very much for the super chat. Okay. Let's see if we can make this as seamless as possible. Yeah. Now, okay. I love that image of Harry and Meghan, but the thing is it AI or is it not? I don't know. I have been struggling with that. I cannot find the source for the photo, but yet it is popping up everywhere. So, um, as much as I love it, we have to be very vigilant about this AI thing because um, it can cause a lot of confusion. So, where and how do I source that photo? Now, you know what? Unofficial engagement photo. So, I do believe that this photo comes from uh, Alexei Lubomirsky. Remember the young prince who happens to actually the young photographer who happens to be a real life prince, right? He's the one that took the wedding photos for the Sussexes. So if I'm correct, that is the source of the photo. It says here unofficial engagement photo by Alexei Lubomirsky. Hmm. And someone's asking the question here on Reddit: are these real? They look like royals. Uh huh. I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm puzzled about that one. Now, the outfit that Meghan is wearing. Hmm. Oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, and I love that image of them. I really do. Now, there's another one that looks nearly identical, but it's not exactly. Wow, this is a good photo of the Sussexes. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to show this one to you. Give me just a minute. I just want to make sure I can find the best example of it to share it with you. Hmm. The only thing is, it looks. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to worry myself with that. I'm just going to share it with you. Oh, wait. That's not so bad. All right. Give me just a second. 7 years, you guys. 7 years. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. We might have gone the long way, but just look at us going on. We're still together, still growing strong. Still the one I love too. Okay. I haven't heard this song in forever. I love that song though. They said we'd never make it. That's why you shouldn't listen to they. They have an agenda. They always do. Okay, photo coming up, you guys. Photo coming up. This one. Now, apparently, that is the same dress. That is the same dress. So that's why I'm not sure. Obviously, it's an older photo. That much I'm sure of. Something that we haven't seen before. But before I go on, let me go ahead and do that. That, of course, is the Harry and Meghan palm trees. Yes, that's the one, or those are the ones where little Archie says, "That's mommy and daddy. That's mommy and daddy." And of course, how did all of this start? It came from here. Meghan posted this, I guess, bulletin board, memory board, and it's a nice collage of photos. I'm telling you, my eyes don't know where to go first, but okay, there's the dress right there in the center, second from the top. There is that dress again. So, but this is an interior shot. Right? I'm just not okay. Well, the outdoor, yeah, it is a real photo. It is real. It is real. Um, because you can see the background there, right? So it's got to be real, and that is what Meghan posted today. Interesting, but does it exist anywhere where you can see where it originates? That's the question. But I do love that photo. They said we'd never make it, but just look at us going on. We're still together, still growing strong. Who sings that song? Isn't that one of the country singers? Now that I've got that song stuck in your head, Still the One? Is that the name of it? Shania Twain. Yes, I should have known that was Shania Twain. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Might have taken the long way. Knew we'd get there someday. Yeah, that is a great song. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. Let me see. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we'd be missing. How do you like that? I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we'd be missing. Isn't that a great song? Who writes stuff like that? Let me see. It was stolen from the photographer. There's a fee that, oh, okay. So that's why it's a little grainy. It's not so perfect, right? Well, let's not say stolen. It was a sample. It was a sample. Oh, yes, there's a TikTok video from the photographer where he spoke about it. You know, it's a long video, and I didn't want to play just parts of it. So I'm going to just leave it for now. But yeah, he does have a video on TikTok, and it is great. It is fantastic. Okay. Now, where do we start? Where do we start? So there's a sweet little tender kiss. Archie and his little sister, and there, I believe that is um Harry holding Lilibet, maybe. Now, obviously, well, let me see. It's kind of it is kind of hard to see these, but maybe deliberately so. And that's okay. We don't want to get it too far into their business. Okay, a walk along the beach. What are those mountains? Is that 2018, does it say? Uh hmm. Well, there are some dates there. I see 2019, so that must be no, that's Archie then. That's not Lilibet, that's Archie. I love that little kick. Like, hey. Oh man, these are great. These are great. This would be something really nice to wake up to every day. You go get your coffee, you can relive some of your favorite memories. And oh, I did that one twice, didn't I? Okay, so the red, that was that regimental something. They're like one of their last official duties where she's wearing the I think it is a Zephyr dress, maybe. And on the right, that is the yellow column dress, the one that she wore in Nigeria. And also they used it for the photo while we were waiting for Lilibet, while she was pregnant with Lilibet. And then there's that one. Very sweet. Oh, that must have been last Christmas. Sweet. Very sweet. Aren't these great? And then this is an official photo from the photographer, Alexei Lubermersky. And this one looks like is at their Montecito Manor. So that one is pretty cool. I like that. Oh, Lex says it was Christmas 2022. Thank you very much. How cool. Well, so then it is a real photo. Now, obviously, someone's tinkered with the lighting. obviously. But there's two different photos. There's this one. Let me see. It's very subtle difference. Let me see if I can show you that it's just a little difference. The placement of the hands and the facial expression is ever so slightly different. I'll see if I can demonstrate that. See what I mean? Ever so different. The placement of the hands is just a little subtle difference there. See? I like that one though. That is very nice. Keep them coming, Sussexes. Keep them coming. Now, Harry and Meghan at the James Taylor concert. I don't think I showed you that one last night, but I'm showing it to you now. As you can see, it was an outdoor affair. But yeah, someone just kind of randomly snapped their photo, which is cool. I'm glad to see it. But yeah, that was at the James Taylor concert. Okay. Wait, do I need that? No. Meghan Markle's post never before seen photos in love story tribute to Prince Harry on their 7th wedding anniversary. Yeah, that's what it says here. Oh, you guys, Meghan has 3 million followers now. Yeah, she just crossed over to 3 million because it was 2.8 and 2.9 for a while. And yeah, so her Instagram is still growing. Now there's 3 million, a whopping 3 million followers and growing. And the caption that Meghan added to, let's go back to that. To this, the caption says, 7 years of marriage, a lifetime of stories. Thanks to all of you, whether by our side or far or from. Oh my goodness, let me try that again. Thanks to all of you, whether by our side or from afar. That's the one I'm having a problem with. But who have loved and supported us throughout our love story. We appreciate you. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Very cool. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Remember that song? Let me see if I could do this. Let me see. Oh man. It had something to do with Wilma trying to sleep, if y'all recall. It had something to do with poor Wilma trying to get her sleep. Well, let me try it anyway. No guts, no glory, right? That's what they say. Oh, no wonder my PC is acting funny. There's an update tonight. Yeah, no wonder it's acting funny. Anytime they're about to do an update, you can kind of tell. Okay, to hell with it then. Okay, not worth the trouble. Never mind. I can see this thing is tripping.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary,
Anniversary.
happy
Happy
anniversary,
anniversary.
happy anniversary, happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Fred, you remembered.
I love that. I love that. Okay. It's the small things, you guys. It is the small things. All right, let's keep going. Hey, Lydia Washington, Hazel Jones. Anyway, that is a very sweet photo. Love that. I'm gonna put the link for Alexi, so you guys can watch it because it's kind of a longer video. I think it's like 2 parts or 20 minutes or something like that. Let me see if I can put that up there. And you can watch it on your own. That'll be a little homework for you. Huh, he's only got 16,000 followers. That's weird. Being such a well-known person. Oh yeah, there's a part 1 and there's a part 2. Yeah, there's a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 is almost 10 minutes long. And looks like part 2 is almost 10 minutes long. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense for me to try to share this. So let me do this. I'm going to grab the link and I'll put it up there for you all for your consideration. And then, okay, I'll put that at the top of the chat for you. Okay. Yes, hi there. Lubomirsky. All right. So there's that, right? And that is part 1. You'll have to look for part 2 on your own, but it is there. So I'm going to put that there. And what else do I need to do? Okay. Go over here. And there. Got it? Now I pinned it to the top of the chat. He is going to explain all of the photo techniques that he used, including the wedding day photo. I haven't watched them in their entirety, but it looks very interesting. So I'm going to try to watch those very soon. But again, the link is at the top of the chat, and that is from Alexei Lubomirsky. And he has photographed the Sussexes a lot over the years. So check it out. And if you are on TikTok, make sure you follow him. He's a good guy. All right. Continuing. We got that, and a couple more photos from that night. I didn't know James Taylor was so tall, but he is. And that is his kid there on the left, I suppose. And he's kind of tall too. He's actually taller than Harry. So he must be about 6'4", maybe 6'3". something like that. Well, we see where he gets his height from. And this one, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, sitting next to Carrie Kennedy. Happy anniversary, Prince Harry and Meghan. I don't know what occasion that is from, but nice little shout out for them on their anniversary. Now, on a sadder note, you guys, one of the squatties reminded us about this very grim milepost, and that, of course, is tomorrow marks 2 years since Helen Holland died after being struck by a speeding royal police escort just a mile away from Kensington Palace. Still no answers. Why Sophie had a motorcade if she wasn't on duty, and why the rush? It seems that some meetings are best kept off the books. Yeah, we never got a reasonable explanation, but poor Helen was about to or enter the crosswalk, or she had just entered the crosswalk. And then all of a sudden, Sophie's motorcade came barreling along and knocked her off her feet, and she died later in the hospital. Yeah. And then someone else commented Sophie reportedly had a church event in Windsor at 5:15. The crash happened at 3:21 p.m. Tight timing if you still need to stop at Bagshot Park, which is, of course, the home of the Wessexes, to change. Whatever kept her in London that long must have been worth sacrificing someone else's life for. So, yeah, it is pretty sad. I mean, that was someone's grandma. And anyway, because of Sophie's motorcade and whatever rush they were in, I don't know. I don't want to speculate about these things, but it's really too bad. And there have been several of these unnecessary accidents that have occurred where the royals and whatever engagements they have seem to be very important. So whether you're going to get your hair done, or maybe you're going to a sting operation with a fake sheet that was set up by one of the tabloid media papers, Sophie always has to be somewhere in a hurry. Even though she's such a minor royalty, and unless unless the Windsors have a really bad day, she will never be queen, ever, 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 never, ever be queen. She's gone about as far as she's going to go in life. She already had that failed advertisement agency or PR firm, and of course, her husband had that failed project where he was trying to host television programs, and that was a failure. Actually, both of them are just complete utter failures, and the fact that they're wasting taxpayers' money with these unnecessary motorcades and whisking through traffic, I just don't see a point to it. Just leave a little earlier or something, instead of pinning somebody's grandma up against a wall somewhere. Just leave a little earlier. Yeah, very sad. Very sad. And I sure hope nobody thinks that I'm just rubbing it in, or twisting the knife, as it were. I'm just trying to make a point that is unnecessary for someone of Sophie's stature to be in such a hurry. I mean, where does she has to get to? It just doesn't make sense. If I had a chance to speak to her myself, I would look straight into that square face of hers with those very chiseled jawline and everything, and I'd say, listen, it's not worth it. Slow down. There's no need to rush. There's no one out there looking for a failed PR firm operator, someone who entered the royal family millions of pounds in debt. There's no rush for a person like that. So just slow down. I mean, how many grandmas are y'all going to take out before you slow down? It seems like they're not satisfied unless somebody's grandma goes airborne. Are we sure it was Sophie's motorcade? Uh-oh. Wow, Legs, you have really turned this on its ear. I hadn't thought about that. Because just like an American bank or airline or car company, some organizations are just too big to fail. So you got a great point there. I had not thought about that. Now that changes the whole trajectory of things, because it could very well have been necessary for someone to take the fall. And poor square jaw Sophie just happens to be that someone who is expendable to the family. Yeah. Thank you, Legs. That is thought-provoking. I wonder who else it could have been. Maybe a consort? Yes, maybe a consort. That seems like something a consort would do. Wow, that is deep. Thank you, Legs. Oh, I think I have a soundbite for you here. I like this lady. She's very cool. Here comes a Sophie. She's a demon on wheels. She's a demon and she's gonna nail someone's grandma. Dun, 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 dun. Go, poor Sophie. Go, poor Sophie. Go, poor Sophie. Go. Here comes a Sophie. She's a demon on wheels. She's a demon and she's going to find someone's grandma. Oh. Okay, I got that out of my system. Okay. Are we all right now? I got that out of my system. Go, Miss Sophie. Go, Miss Sophie. Oh, man. Grandmas just can't get a break, can they? A grandma cannot get a break.
It looks like Princess Kate has moved on from her early years project to start pretending that she cares about nature. How do we know?
Uh-oh. Did it freeze?
Nature. It looks like Princess Kate has moved on from her early years project to start pretending that she cares about nature. How do we know? She's made a little film on nature. But what's she actually going to do? Become a patron of a wildlife trust? Start leading campaigns to protect wildlife? Give up shooting live creatures for fun? Not using gas-guzzling vehicles to travel around? She talks about spring being the season of rebirth, of hope, of new beginnings. Well, not much hope for those newborn lambs that are going to be slaughtered and no doubt end up on her plate. And why only talk about spring anyway? What's wrong with winter? She describes that as dark. I wonder why. Did something dark happen one winter? Oh, it's nice that nature's been her sanctuary while she's been recovering from illness for a year. Wouldn't it be lovely if everyone else could do that?
So that was It's a Daisy Life, and she's on the TikTok. It's a Daisy Life on TikTok. I like her. She has a very deadpan sense of humor. So Lex says, I just expect that this was the role that they planned for Harry and Meghan. Remember, they scapegoated Meghan when Kate went to that vigil. That's right. And Sophie earned that Duchess. Yeah. Thank you, Lex. That is a great point. Thank you for the super chat. That is a great point. That someone had to be sacrificed. It couldn't be Will or Kate. It could never be Charles or Godzilla. And so the next best thing is another high-profile royal. And that, of course, was the very stern-looking, square-jawed Sophie. And you know what? Sophie is a horrible person. Don't get me wrong. She is a very horrible person. She has demonstrated that. The horrible things she said about the royal family in that little setup that they had where thought she was meeting with a sheik and allegedly selling access or something, whatever it was alleged to be, that was horrific. And yet the family forgave her. But in exchange for all of the privileges that she has, she'll have to take the heat for other family members. Yeah, she's a spare part. She is a spare part. She is very unnecessary to the outcome. And that is probably why they praise her so much every time she does something, so that, she don't feel completely ridiculous. So they'll make a big fuss. Oh, she went to New York, even though nobody noticed. Or she went to South Africa, even though nobody noticed. I think she had even gone to Colombia once, didn't she? Even though no one noticed. There's no big outpouring of affection for her. But, oh well. Let's just put a big L on her forehead and move on. Okay. They don't try to sacrifice the blood royals. They have to sacrifice those married in if they are not high ranking. Very interesting. Yeah, I didn't see her. I saw what's his name there? I saw Edwina, but I did not see Sophie. Now, buckle your seatbelts, everybody. Oh, this is Kate's new dawn. There's a new dawn for Kate. Yes, you guys, it is keening season. Kate keens to do this and Kate keens to do that. In other words, busy work. It is time for some new busy work for Kate. It's when they make it seem like she's actually working. Now, remember, the constant excuse that they've made for Kate over the years is that she's raising the next king and she's the mother of the next king or the future king. And so one should not expect her to pull her weight. See there? Harnessing the power of fashion. There they go, talking about her clothes. How the princess has struck a balance to find peace and purpose. Oh, peace. She may have her peace, but she has no purpose. She serves absolutely no purpose. No one asked her for much, and she certainly is not going to do much. And of course, if you look back at some of the other covers, like this one right here, a special report, Kate's hidden strength. It sure is hidden. Princess is no pushover as she puts difficult week behind her. Who are they talking about? Who are they talking about? They try to make it sound like she got so much substance, like she's such a woman of substance. Abuser. Huh? Yes, they're still trying to sell that suit. They want so desperately for something that Kate has worn to sell out. Well, it will sell out if Meghan wears it first. If Meghan wears it first and then Kate follows up, then it might sell out. This is just heresy. You know that, don't you? Heresy. And what about this one? Kate's spiritual rebirth. You know, after I saw that first one, I'm just like, how many of these covers can Hello Magazine put out there where Kate is making this big life-changing event happen? So this one is her spiritual rebirth, where she's got that dumb look on her face leaning on the tree. She really ought not do that. Oh, look at there. Preparing for her destiny. All of which, let me tell you, all of these proclamations and official announcements, Kate only has to show up. It is all inevitable. All she has to do is show up and try to make sure she amuses her husband long enough where he stops talking to his lawyers, trying to figure out, how do I get out of this mess? And she'll be okay. She will be just fine. As a matter of fact, I thought we ought to reach out to Kensington Palace for comment, since we haven't done that for a while. I'd rather hear it in Kate's own words, even if they are all over the place. Kate?
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously, she's an inspirational woman to look up to, obviously to this day, and, you know, going forward and things. You know, it is, you know, it's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and, you know, very inspirational. So, yeah, I do.
Oh, you sure did, girl. You sure did. Yes, you do. Matter of fact, you do all over the place. You just, you do the do. Connie Bomber! Hey, Connie Bomber. Lex says, does her rebirth involve her being less racist? I sure hope so. She's gotten over her fear of black men, so I think we're off to a good start. Yes, she's gotten over her fear of black men. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, now that she's gotten over her fear, bring on the LeBron James again. Now, Princess Kate inspired major change after issuing plea. Deloitte's decision forms part of royal broader mission to transform attitudes toward early childhood, which has been described as the Princess of Wales' life work. Princess Kate has inspired Deloitte, one of Britain's leading businesses, to offer new fathers 6 months of fully paid paternity leave. Wow, how original. This significant policy change came as a direct result of Princess's advocacy for businesses to invest in early childhood development. It sounded so familiar, it took me all the way back to 2021 when Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, wrote a letter to Congress calling for paid family leave. Right? Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, says paid family leave is not just about the mom, meaning that it's for the dads too. It sets us up for economic growth and success, but it also just allows people to have that very sacred time as a family. So Meghan Markle cold calls senators to advocate for paid family leave. This is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. A spokesperson for Senator Christian Gillibrand, a Democrat from New York, confirmed to People that she gave the senators' numbers to Meghan. And so, yeah, it sounds so Meghan. I had to think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Meghan is the one who proposed that in the United States not so long ago. And then if that's not enough, check this out. Meghan Markle gives nonprofit workers advocating for paid family leave Starbucks gift cards to thank them for all they do. Remember that? So, yeah, she wasn't the only one campaigning or advocating for the paid leave. There was a whole group of people, like, for instance, the ones that worked for the not-for-profit, and Meghan didn't want them to be forgotten about. So everyone was presented with a fresh, fully loaded Starbucks gift card. So that is very interesting that once again, they are trying to hijack Harry and Meghan's causes and try to remake them in their own way. But we're not buying it. We're not buying it. And you know what else we're not buying? That Austin Powers reject of a suit. You know what? That suit is going to sell. Somebody is going to buy it. I don't know who yet, but someone, please buy that suit so they can stop pushing it on us. Okay? Or at least go see the movie. And with that, you folks, guess what? I am done. I am done. See there? I told you, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. So once again, thank you all very much. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space, including our newest moderator, Hazel Jones. And yeah, and don't forget the link at the top of the chat. That is so you can hear that. Well, you can hear some explanations or whatever about the photos that Alexei Limbermersky has taken of the Sussexes. Remember, it's 2 parts, so you're going to have to look for part 2 on your own, but it is there. And both are about 10 minutes long, so enjoy. I'm going to watch it myself, okay? All righty then. Thank you very much. Love you guys, and I will see you all next time.